Greetings, everybody. Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 67 of Project Zomboid, which originally aired live on Twitch. The stairs to the roof are still here, yes. However, they're barricaded in a way that zombies can't get past them. Okay, I'm still in too much pain to go to sleep. I guess did I never turn off this radio? No, it's off. Okay. There we go. All right, let's go to sleep. Any chance I might check out Song of Six? I have a, on Discord, which you can join, just ! Discord. I have a suggestion box for games for me to possibly play. And you're welcome to drop your ideas into that submission box. And yeah, maybe I play it. You're welcome. The TLDR is, there's sort of two ways I decide on what to play. One way is that periodically my Patreon patrons and my Twitch subs can submit games for me to play, and then we poll on it. And I'll be putting up a poll literally tomorrow about this, about what I play for the upcoming week. And then the other way is just people submit ideas for me to play, and I'm like, hey, that game looks fun, and I play it. So those are the two main methods that I choose the games. Pretty much the only two methods. Man, Ash has quite the appetite. I've gone through a lot of stew. There we go. Full to bursting, and there's still like half of it left. So we're almost done getting through this thick electrical book. I'm just going to plow through it even though I'm anxious, ready for a smoke. I'm only in minor pain now. That's oh, no, there the pain's increased again. Well, briefly being in minor pain is a pretty good indicator of recovery. Here, deleting my electrical book. And smoke. Are painkillers addictive? No, I don't believe there's any addiction outside of cigarettes in Zomboid. You can become unaddicted to cigarettes if you don't smoke for an unbelievably long period of time. From what I've read, I don't know if that's true in practice. I thought I had extra water bottles. Maybe they're in the fridge. There they are. So all of my electrical book has been read fully, which means I can take full advantage of all of this goodness here. So what do I make? That is a very good question, and I might actually poll on you guys. So initially, I have the ability to make radios, ham radios, walkie-talkies, noisemakers. I don't. So there's remote-controlled bombs, flame traps, noise generators, pipe bombs, flame trap with sensors, smoke bombs. There's a lot of stuff that I'd hypothetically be able to make. One of the problem with the bombs is they require other skills too. So my engineering skill here, I can make smoke bombs out of cold pack. I don't have any cold packs, mind you, but cold pack newspapers and rags. I think what I'm going to do is mostly focus on just what I have materials to make on me or near me, rather than to resource gather. It's more about whittling down my obnoxious amount of currently owned stuff than anything else. So let's see. I can make 52 noisemakers. Okay. Sure. Let's grind through that. And here, as you can see, my electrical skill. Is it not going up for real? How are you not... How are these noisemakers not actually leveling me up? Fine. Alright. I'm done with those noisemakers. So we're at 36.7. Nope, that didn't level me up either. Alright, fine. Let's make a bunch of walkie-talkies. There we go. That's some experience. I'm going to be so cripplingly encumbered by walkie-talkies soon. And then what I'm going to do is just, like, break these down and start back over. Alright, so... here's all my makeshift walkie-talkies. Lovely, right? I have no idea what to do with them. Maybe I'll make radios. I think I haven't actually done a whole lot of like electrical grinding, but it seems like if I can build radios and then break them down, that might be a really good way to level up as well. Or just to use the backlog of materials that I have, because that's honestly even more important. Yeah, in multiplayer, you can use walkie-talkies to be in contact with other players, but of course, there aren't any other players in this playthrough. I'm on the beta branch, and the beta branch isn't even multiplayer, so there's only me to talk to myself. Hey, Sky, thanks for gifting out to Can. Is the garage safe from zombies? No, it's not safe, by the way, Can. I mean, it's protected, but it's not safe, if that makes sense to you. And the important difference between those two. Basically, there's a bunch of barricades on it, making it difficult for zombies to get in, but it is in no way impossible for them to enter. They could enter. There's nothing physically stopping them from bashing down the barricades and eventually gaining access. They can't, however, get to the second floor. It is impossible for them to get to the second floor. So, the first floor and the second floor are a little bit different as a result. Can I repair a door that's half beaten down? Not that I know of, no. I feel like I've just made more mess, despite trying to get through the backlog of the electrical. Because the things that I've built are, like, heavier than the things that I was breaking down. Yeah, if you have a broken door, just, like, remove it and replace it, I would say. It's definitely your safer bet. What else electrical is there? Or noisemakers? No, I don't want to use make too many of the noisemakers because the electrical components that we're using here, I mean, I have hundreds of them, but the electrical components that I have here are hey puppies, are going to be important for me to have to repair generators and stuff like that later. I never do the dishes. It's true, I never do. So if I want to break down these radios, these like makeshift radios, I can place them and then disassemble them to gain some of the parts back, and I believe to level up even further. I'm at 1284. Oh, yep, I leveled up significantly from breaking that down to 1310. So let's go ahead and put a bunch of these makeshift radios everywhere, and the ones that I just crafted to break them down. I think I could do the same with the walkie-talkies. I just need to place them, like, in the world. And this would be the electrical grind. Working on my electrical skill. It honestly looks like I'm some sort of, like, amateur bomb maker. I would definitely call the FBI on myself. But you don't get back the same amount of resources you put in. So this isn't a way to preserve resources. It's just a way to use them up and grind out some skill. Because I almost leveled up a full level of electrical doing this sort of repetitive, you know, repetitive action. And there's my little makeshift walkie-talkies. What kind of terrorist attack can you even do in a zombie apocalypse? That's pretty obvious. I've seen enough Walking Dead to be able to answer that one. You could break containment. Easy peasy. Easy answer. The lore of this game is that the zombie apocalypse is more or less contained to Kentucky. Not that you can leave containment, but an obvious terror attack would be for me to find some way to destroy the containment walls and then to let the zombies out of Kentucky. That would be definitely terroristic. And bingo bango. Leveled up electronics. Once. I'm just trying to get through all the backlog of these electronics. But of course we are, what time is this? 5 p.m. So here is the poll again. The using electrical components is now removed, so here's the remaining 5 options. And what I work on tomorrow and the day after will be up to you. And then this list will be a whole new subset in 3 days' time. From user-submitted ideas. From viewers like you. Or specifically you. Alright, let's see how much space we've made in these boxes. And I'll also have to address the fact that I'm hungry, I'm bored, and depressed, and grinding out this skill is terrible for my mood. I love looking over and seeing all the moodlets of like, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this, is essentially what the character's trying to say. But this, just the small amount of work I've done so far, I think will allow me to put everything away. I think I've created enough room, maybe. Oh yeah, I did. Alright, we're good. I no longer have a pile of electronics. I still have a lot of electronics, but not a whole pile of it. Which is good. Alright. Pile O electronics have been solved. Ooh, nope. Yeah, okay. I didn't mean to add 3 rabbit. If you add too much of the same ingredient over and over and over, your character will find it boring. So it's good to have a variety of ingredients, else you'll consider it boring food and not enjoy it as much. So, obviously adding the rabbit to the stew is the hardy part, but if it's just pure rabbit stew, your character's definitely gonna hate it. Ooh, you watched Dyson Sphere. Yeah, Dyson Sphere never made it out to YouTube. I was too busy to edit the videos down, and there was no room in the broadcast schedule, the video release schedule for the streams. There has been a bit of a suggestion that maybe I want a secondary YouTube channel, which is just long-form, unedited streams basically uploaded, which I might consider in the future if there's still demand for it. So that way, more of the streamed content can make it out to YouTube. But then, of course, I could also, and I can't do it now because I think maybe it still exists on Twitch, but I could also highlight it on Twitch so it exists. But the ad revenue I make off of, not that it's about necessarily only ad revenue, but the ad revenue I make off of Twitch is like laughably tiny compared to YouTube. YouTube knows how to run an ad business. Twitch does not. Or at least they're not very good at it. Or maybe advertisers don't want to partner with Twitch. I don't know what the issue is. I just know that there's the ad revenue on Twitch is terrible. Shots fired, but true. Yeah, I don't run ads manually on Twitch. I never have. I might get to a point where I do that in order to disable pre-rolls, because that's the only advantage of running ads, is if you run ads, and I wouldn't ever run ads for subscribers anyway. So if you ever see an ad on my stream, it's because Twitch put it there. I didn't. Yeah, if you own games because of me, feel free to blame me. I'm happy to take the blame. I'm very particular about the games I play personally, the ones I've chosen. And if I've caused you to buy a game, I'm happy to be blamed for it. Oh, I need a new light bulb. My reading nook is dark. One of the things I don't like about this game is the rate at which light bulbs burn out. It makes having your own illumination ridiculously difficult, because I feel like if you had like 15 light bulbs in this game, you'd be replacing one a day. Like, I don't know about you, but like even in the planned obsolescence phase of light bulbs back in 1993, I don't think it would replace a light bulb a day in a house. Like, that's ridiculous. The rate at which they think light bulbs burn out. For balance reasons or whatever, I don't know. Look at ye old hobbling. They are secondhand light bulbs? Even still, burning out one a day is it's rough. That is a rough rate. All right, looks to me like working on tailoring might be the winner here. If you haven't voted yet, all you got to do is type 1 through 5 to cast your vote, and then I'll be opening up the submission boxes for the next set of suggestions. These are all, of course, user suggestions, and that's what we work on here. Is it normal? No, it's not normal. See up here, my right thigh is bandaged and splinted. I did fracture it, so I'm hobbling around with a broken femur, which I am maybe 2 days into having this broken femur, so I can't tell you exactly when it will heal, but it'll heal eventually. It's not going to be broken forever, fortunately. But we'll see that heal. Almost done backing up. Oh man, come on. The pain kicked in right as I tried to go to sleep. That's rough. Okay, so current project now is level up tailoring. I hope I have enough thread. So as your tailoring skill advances, the ability to make better, let's call it armor for a lack of a better term, goes up as well. And a lot of my my clothing that I currently have on right now could be significantly improved as a result of incorporating my better tailoring skills. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to inspect the clothing, and then anything that could be improved will be improved. So if we take a look here, I have full multipliers for my tailoring skill. Basically, I'll get full experience doing this. And as your tailoring levels up, your ability to you know, have stronger clothing goes up and up and up. And yeah, I'll close the poll. Good call. I'm gonna wait one more day until I put up the next set. So you can't tailor everything. Not everything is able to be tailored, like helmets and stuff. Obviously not. But here's what we're gonna do. This is gonna drive Ash here incredibly bored. But we're just gonna remove all the old patches, which is a 1%, 2% gain, 1% bite, 2% scratch, and replace them with my newly able to be tailored, which is 2 and 4% alike. And if we level up enough, it's going to make obsolete my old patches, and we'll want to put even better ones in. Most of these leather strips, as you can see, my leather strip amount doesn't go back up, so it's, you know, it's not like I'm removing them doesn't actually give me leather strips back, but we have to remove them anyway. So now, as you can see, the benefit of these leather strip patches go up. They've doubled, in fact, since I, you know, have gotten better at tailoring. So my armor universally will be increased as a result, and that's a really good way to protect yourself from incidental zombie bites and the like. So my hoodie is now done. Let's wear it, hood down, and we're just going to go through everything. And then once I get through all of my clothing, so these patches, the old school patches too. Once I get through all of my clothing, I can go through my backup clothing and improve that as well. So this will bring it up to 10 and 7, yeah, 9 and 19, rather than 8 and 17. As you can see, the differences between the two is just skill. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool mechanic, and at max tailoring, or at high level tailoring, you can also repair holes. So if zombies have torn your clothing, currently with my current skill level, if I get torn up clothing, I have to find. Wow. Hey, Commander Ivy, yet again, another raid. What were you doing? You were oh, perfect. So your audience knows all about Project Zomboid. I want to hear about your stream. Let me know what you were working on. For me, it's pretty easy to summarize. Right now I'm working on tailoring, and I broke my leg, so I'm kind of sequestered at home with a splinted femur. But how's it been going for you? And welcome, Raiders. And we'll put on the, hey, Yoda, you want to welcome the Raiders? Buddy? Buddy, old pal? I swear, he is alive. He's not a zombie. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. He's like, Daddy, leave me alone. He's always in a bit of a mood. He is a good pupper. Very good pupper. Is that a gremlin? Oh, what is now? Hey, Grandma. Mr. Gremlin. Say hi to them. So how'd your stream go? I hope it went better than you were mentioning before last week, when you were saying that your longest survival run was unfortunately shorter than you wished it to be. Zomboid is like that. Zomboid is, it's a rough game. As anyone that has played will know. Even the veterans can still remember back to the time where they were new and they were getting eaten at every turn. Alright, whatever mood, Doug. Whatever, buddy. I appreciate the raid. So, here, I'll celebrate the raid with you. You beat the game first try? I love that, the joke behind that. Your water and electricity cut out, but you managed to build a water collector and found a car. That's awesome. My last stream, I jumped out of a burning building and broke my leg. So, I'm on R&R, mandated R&R. And I'm a little sad and I'm in pain. And apparently I have a heavy load of leather on me. What kind of car did you get? I have a bit of a car collection, if I do say so myself. I've got, this box truck is brand new. You can't even see it because of my UI. Let me hobble faster. I've got a muscle taxi. I've got a bunch of box trucks to barricade my way in. As a meme of my channel, of this stream here, I've been looking for a sledgehammer in-game for 3 months and 13 days, and I've never found a sledgehammer. I've searched basically everywhere. I just can't seem to find sledgehammers. But I've barricaded my staircase in so that zombies can't get up. And then here's my little Reliant Robin. It's a three-wheeled, here, let me move my head. Oops. My Reliant Robin here, three-wheeled piece of garbage that got me home once ever. My muscle taxi and a few other vehicles that I have here. I've also sacrificed vehicles to the blood god, if you know what I mean. And I have a habit of doing that. So I've definitely destroyed a whole lot of vehicles as well. Project Zomboid is a lot like Darkest Dungeons or some of those old roguelites. It's weird to think of Project Zomboid as a roguelike, but you wouldn't be wrong that it plays like a roguelike, obviously, because there is no reload mechanic. There is no, once you're bit, you're dead. There is no surviving a bite. So, in that way, it is very much like a roguelike and brutal. Don't forget the barrel roll vehicle. Yeah. Oh, man. I was driving one of those fossil oil utility trucks, and I barely hit a curb, and I went through for like a 4-roll barrel roll. Like, Commander Fox, do a barrel roll. It was pretty awesome. Of course, it was pitch black, I was tired, and I was in the middle of nowhere, and had to walk home like a mile, being surrounded by zombies, so like that part wasn't cool, but the rest of it was awesome. GTA swing set glitch? Yeah, that's pretty much how it played. But got a pretty crappy car. Hey, anything with wheels is a success. In this series here, I've went to the Valley Point Mall, I think it's called, and I've basically cleared out the entire mall through use of fire. I've burned the mall to the ground, more or less. But the mall has maybe like 100 vehicles in the parking lot, so they're not my vehicles yet, but like I could vehicle shop till the cows come home. I have so many vehicles available to me, which is super cool. They need bicycles in the game. Whereas I agree with you. I feel like that would it'd be the same reason why they haven't introduced bows and arrows. It would be so unbalanced to have bicycles. Again, I completely agree it would be a cool thing to have, but it would be so unbalanced to have bicycles and have it be fair because of how strong they would be compared to the penalties of using a car. Same reason why they don't have crossbows and bows. Although in real life, it would be very, very difficult to, like, use crossbows and bows well. Unicycles? Pizza's here. Bon appetit. I hope you enjoy it. And I welcome all of you raiders in. And, of course, all of my viewers. Again, let's have another shout-out. You want to see another PZ streamer? Another variety streamer? Head on over. Go and toss a follow. I've checked out some of your content, and it's wonderful. So thank you for your stream, and thank you for your raiders. And Yoda, if he wasn't such a curmudgeon, would thank you as well. But he's being curmudgeonly today. I don't know what's going on with him. Yoda, you're a jerk today. You're supposed to say hi and thank you. Is it just me, or am I... What's going on with my long sleeve t-shirt here? Is my long sleeve t-shirt legitimately not giving any armor? Does that seem right to any of you? Yeah, he has had enough of today. He's not even in, like, hurt or anything. This cam should be default. I would take offense, but I actually agree with you. There is also a possibility of me having other dogs. Let me see if I can get my other dogs. Give me 1 second. Got one of them. Hey, girl. Meow. Good girl. Get over it. Ah, there we go. This is the best ever. She's a real sweetie. Hold on, I'll give you the full... Let me try to keep tailoring. I'll give you the full introduction here. This is Tusk. She likes cuddles. She likes chasing squirrels. She likes kisses and hugs. She loves her sister, who never hangs out with me on stream. No, Echo's never in here, is she? You're a little stinky. And you're very, very, very cuddly. Yeah. She's a real cuddle bug. They both are. Hi. You don't even know that there's people here, do you? You're just like, hey, this is a free belly rub. I'll take it. You'll take the free belly rub. I don't blame you. Did you know that my long sleeve t-shirt, like, offers no protection? I know. I know, it bothers me too. Same with my socks. What is with all my clothing not offering any protection? She doesn't know. She needs a bath. She has such a thick coat. I mean, you can probably tell how fluffy she is, right? She's such a thick coat that if I bathe her, she's legitimately wet for the... Oh, hi. She's legitimately wet for the rest of the day. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Like, there's no amount of blow drying her that she's ever like, oh, okay, she's dry now. And then, unfortunately, she's also like... she's also traumatized by the bathroom from an incident that happened a few years, or many years ago. You know how they say, like, dogs won't have memories for that kind of stuff? Total BS. What ended up happening is, during, like, a thunderous rainstorm at night, she chased what I imagine is a deer, and we lost her for, like, half an hour. And I was, you know, I was... Oh, you want down? Just hang out, 1 more minute. I was, like, running around the neighborhood trying to find her. Ugh. Your hair is in my mouth, girl. I'm gonna put you down. And when we found her, she was fine. She was traumatized from being lost, but she was fine. Here, hop up. And we obviously, she was really muddy and she was covered in like not thorns, but in burrs and stuff like that. So we had to give her a bath, and she associates the bath with come here. She associates the bath with being lost, so she absolutely positively hates bathrooms now. So it makes giving her, you know, giving her baths such a pain, because she had such a traumatic experience. So she's a bit of a drama queen. She likes to act tough, but she's a bit of a wuss. It's funny. All right, I think all of my clothing that I have on now is patched up to the best of my ability. Yeah, it's all patched. Cool. Let's get that cigarette that my character's been waiting on. Oh, I don't have a lighter? Wait, what? I had a full lighter just a second ago. Poor girl. Yeah, I mean, she's fine now. But she just doesn't... She really, really does not like bathrooms as a result. And I've tried to desensitize her. You know, bringing her into the bathroom without giving her a bath and, like, giving her treats and petting her and praising her and being all nice or whatever. She doesn't buy it. She'll barely step into the bathroom. And then another thing that she does is she is like a nervous peer. So if I try to encourage her into the bathroom, sometimes she'll just like pee the floor. So it's like, okay, all right, no bathrooms for you. I get it. There's always the case where I could just like take her outside and spray her with a hose, but it's a bit like herding cats. It's very, very difficult to get her to stay in one spot for very long. So that comes with its own complications. The lovely complexity of trying to own dogs. But I've kept you for too long. Go enjoy your pizza. And I hope to raid you back sometime soon. Yeah, I'm absolutely a dog person. 100%. 110%, in fact. As probably evidenced by all the puppies I got. I'm a household of 3 dogs. They are cute. They're very cute. Come here, girl. Come here. There we go. Now you can see her over my shoulder. Two zombie floofs. Yoda takes offense by that. It makes Yoda angry. It's too bad the red light doesn't show up so well on him as it does me. It's very clearly I am red, but he not so much. Not so much, right? The light's not really pointed at you. Did you miss me dying? No, I haven't died. I haven't even left the base. I left the base... Well, no, that's not true. I left the base briefly to try to forage for some stuff for my fractured leg, and I nearly got eaten by a zombie, so then I quickly decided not to do that anymore. So the Foreman vest can't be modified. I'm just going to be adding patches to, like, everything I have. At least a spare pair of basically everything. Oh, wow. There's a lot of stuff to these long johns. At least it's a good skill gain, I guess. Yeah, Yoda's gone all fuzzy. Why are you all fuzzy, buddy? Yeah, he's looking granular. What is that? I wonder why. I think it's just, bad lighting or something. Maybe he's a ghost. Maybe Yoda's just a ghost. Yeah, that's a little bit better, right? Too much of one color. What's funny is it's actually just, it's just pure white light. It's just the camera that I have for Yoda is a kind of a cremier one. It's my old one. And it's very fussy about its light levels. So my camera that I use, it doesn't care what kind of color I am, but Yoda's camera is a bit more pissier. Jedi are known to make apparitions. It's true. Are you an apparition, buddy? Here, if I put my arm here, maybe it stops him from phasing out. I'll put a little coaster on his head. Boop. Here. Want a little coaster? He doesn't know what to think. He's very tolerant. Hey, Mr. Coasterhead. That's you. That's you, Mr. Coaster Head. Nope, he's going to sleep with the coaster on his head. You're a good boy. You're a very good boy. Boop. It's not being mean. He loves the attention. Hey, tailoring leveled up. And I'm sure your ears blew out. And now, the sad thing is, it has made my current patches that I've applied previous entirely obsolete, as they are now not as strong as the ones I'm able to do now. Right? That is the curse of tailoring. So time to go back and redo all of my needlework for everything previous. At some point, I'm just going to simply run out of... Well, no, maybe I won't run out of thread. But all right, let's go do it. Essentially, I care most about, like, the clothing that I currently have on. Because that keeps me alive. The thread is real. It's too bad that it's so difficult to batch tailoring tasks. Like there's no holding shift and like batching them. Oh, I guess there is. It's TIL. Let's batch them up then. That's a little bit easier. Oh no, it didn't really work. It skipped a whole bunch. Okay, yeah, batching is not as easy as it sounds. You can queue like 2 things up. Not even. What the heck, dude? I also like the implication that I didn't take off this denim shirt. So I seemingly sewed leather into the shirt as I'm wearing it, like I'm Buffalo Bill or something. Very strange. You can queue up like 1 thing at a time. You can queue up like next task. Oh, no, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Come on. No, it's not really input queuing. You can queue and removal, but not additions, yeah. It's okay. I think it's because my guess is, from a coding standpoint, it doesn't want to iteratively count. Here's like a real coding standpoint, but it doesn't want to iteratively count if you have materials to queue up stuff. So it won't let you queue up stuff, but it will let you queue remove stuff. Because removing doesn't require materials, only adding requires materials. So that's why it's allowing me to queue removals here, as you can see, but not, adding. But my scratch resistance is going to be excellent as a result of all this new tailoring. And I'm only tailoring level 3. As you can imagine, once you get tailoring up really, really high levels, you tend to only really be vulnerable on the neck and hands because there's not a lot of coverage that you can add to neck and hands. Alpkagan. Thanks for the follow. And Patty and Just Sarm and Jensen before them. I didn't mention that, but I thank you anyway. Belated, be it, but thank you. Yeah, otherwise it could be exploited unless they iteratively counted how many things you were going to add in, because yeah, you could just have like 1 leather strip that you add to everything. The shirt of Theseus. All right, here's a big patch job. There's going to be more work on my clothing than the Kardashians. Boom! Boom! No, I'm just kidding. Well, no, not really. I feel like if they step into the ocean, they should be fined for littering plastic. I'll be here all night, guys. All right. So we're getting our Wunderbar clothing going. And our bite resistance isn't that high, except for our upper torso. But the scratch resistance is actually really getting up there, which is great. I should be on the lookout for additional clothing, especially replacement clothing, so I can really tailor up big batches. But the advantage of like 1 or 2% isn't huge, so I'm not that concerned about having outdated clothing. I should have more spare than I currently do. I don't have enough spare. If I go bottom up, they won't change in position. That's a good call, now that I have no more tailoring to do. Alright, so I'm going to open up the redemption box. I feel like a day of tailoring is probably enough. Everything I'm currently wearing... No, not my socks, but almost everything I'm currently wearing is... brought up to current standards, which will be obsolete when I hit tailoring 4, but that's fine. So if you have any goals or projects for me, don't delay in submitting them into the channel point redemption. Ooh. Nope, I gotta do this shirt too. I need to eat something here. Alright, that is full. That was quick. Let me get these typed up for you as I wait for food to cook up or something. I gotta figure out what to do in the meantime while I type it. Oh, well, look at these protections now. I have almost 90% on my forearms and upper arms, and groin and thighs are pretty high as well. The shins, neck, and hands are, like I said, the sort of difficult spots to protect. But that's just the way it is, right? Alright, I'm going to start reading a book. God, I mean, I realize that, like, I've got a shattered femur or whatever, but this waddle is really funny. I can't get enough of how funny my little character's waddle is. I'm just double checking that all of the clothing that I'm wearing has maximum benefit. And yeah, I believe it does. Good. Alright, so the next skill book I'm going to want to tackle is the metalwork one. So let's get the advanced metalwork and start reading it as I type up all your suggestions. So next project or goal, we've got find a sports car. Find a trash sports car. Find a beater sports car to fix up. We've got forage medical supplies. Like comfrey, namely. Go search for a sledgehammer. Finish the book. The book nook. Search, well, and then the search for a sledge. JD, I'm going to reject that because that's a duplicate. Repair current cars for mechanics. Or destroy the Reliant Robin. All right, there you go. So if you want to vote, just type 1 through 6. Options are on the right there. And we'll work on that subset. So I'm almost maxed foraging. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend... Let me favorite this book so I don't lose it. But I'm going to rearm the traps. All the rabbit traps I've got. I'd like to get my foraging up a little bit higher because it will unlock some important things for me. as a result. And I'm also going to need to be on the lookout for leather strips. I went through kind of a lot of them, and I'm going to want some more. Said head on out there. Let's grab all my fresh carrots. It's probably more carrots than I even have traps, but whatever. Some of my cabbage will be ready soon. And my potatoes and tomatoes eventually will catch up. Yeah. The question is, would it be wise to search for a sledgehammer with a busted femur? No, it wouldn't be smart. It's not to say I wouldn't do it, but I think it's very safe to say it would be stupid. But it would also be stupid to jump out of a third-story window of a mall, but I did that too. And I did that without even being prompted by you all, so... The smart way isn't always the entertaining way. Well, that trap isn't going to be rearmed. That one was gone. If you take a look here, the wire traps are awesome, and I'm very close to being able to make the cage traps. Well, not that close. My trapping's only level 1 out of 3. But the cage trap, the wire cage traps, like, are great. So hopefully I'll get there eventually. All right, so that one's rearmed. Let's eat the remainder of that carrot. What's up, Doc? Will I stop splinting when it's healed? No, actually, I'll have to check. One of the weird things, one of the indicators will be the pain I have will go away. And that will be a pretty clear indicator that I probably don't have a fracture anymore. But just like other wounds, you can suffer the consequences, or, you know, it won't tell you exactly when you're healed up. You'll have to check. So, I definitely still have a fracture as I'm in pain. That much I could tell you. But I will have to periodically remove the splint as well. Ta-da! I kind of hear a zombie. Yeah, as T-Sing says, you can have a broken leg heal in like 4 days, or it could take 14 days. It's a little bit random. It depends on how well fed you are. It depends on if you are a slow healer or a fast healer. It depends on how bad the break was, like, rolled to be. It depends on if you quickly applied medical. You know, there's a lot of factors. Honestly, I don't understand all the factors. Like, you know, I don't have a deep knowledge of the game mechanics behind injuries in Zomboid. If this was, you know, if this was RimWorld, I could provide better insight. But I'm basically hobbling until I'm not hobbling anymore. I think that is the easiest assessment. I done broke myself, and I'll remain broken until I heal. So insightful, I know, but... I'm also, when I happen upon, because so here's the thing, the population of West Point is going down. I'm not going to run out of zombies anytime soon, but what I'm going to want to do is to strip clothing for thread and the like. So whenever there's a chance for me to do that in a low threat situation, I ought to. I thought I had another trap around here. If I flip my car fast enough, can I go back in time and then not jump out of the mall? I think I only need to hit 88 miles an hour, right? I think that's pretty well established. But I don't have a DeLorean, so maybe I can't. Is it hard to drive around with a broken femur? In this game, fortunately not. That would be a really tough... I mean, that would be like hardcore mode. I'd play it. I'd probably suck at it and die, but I'd play it. Get my electrical skill up high enough and build a flux capacitor. What? Oh, hi, zombie. Oh, zombies. There's 3 of them. Now, one of the most dangerous things about having a fracture like I do is the back pedal bash, if you know what I mean. The walking backwards and like bashing things that are coming at you. It's really not... You get overtaken pretty quick trying to walk backwards with a fractured leg, so... It's down more past the last trap. Yeah, I just didn't want to go deep into the forest, but clearly I'm going to have to. While I'm out here, it's 7 p.m. Yeah, I might try to forage for medicals as well while I'm at it. So I'm going to take a little bit of a risk and travel into the forest. And hopefully cannibals won't eat me. Make a spear. I don't have a stick, so... And I'm not going to be foraging for materials. It's kind of a waste to forage. Oh, is this you? No, I did that one already. I could make a spear for long distance stabbing, but I would need I need the right materials, and I don't have them right now. You're not wrong. That would be a good way to deal with a few zombies. Be a terrible way to deal with many, though. The spears break so quick. Comfrey! And wow, that blew out my ears too. But I got comfrey. And then my foraging has hit level 4. So I should be better at this now. Hypothetically. I actually don't know the benefit of level... Oh, I've been walking around with a watering can the whole time. So I'm starting to get rose hips, which is new to me. But what I'm saying is, yeah, I don't actually know what I unlock at level 4. But luckily, I can ask you guys. Come on, finish up, finish up. Finish up! I want to go home. It's getting dark. The car's been running. The meter's running on the cab, guy. There we go. Okay. That's the... Wow. I really waited a long time. I didn't know it was going to take that long. I wouldn't have stayed out here this long. But I have all the comfrey I need for the poultice. And I gotta get out of the bad habit of just like leaving the engine running. Even though gasoline's really not a problem. Yeah, this should make you nervous. In the dark, with a limp, with no light source. With zombies nearby that we know about. Wild garlic, black sage, rose hips. That can make some really good roasted rabbits, stews, and salads. Sounds good to me. Of course, I just ate all my rose hips. I need to add a flashlight to my everyday carry. I don't disagree. I could do that. So, looking at this, looks like repair current cars for a mechanic skill seems to be the popular choice. So I will work on that tomorrow morning. Let me update my current project. Repair current cars. The other question I have for you is, this one. Should I bother repairing the Reliant Robin? The Reliant Robin is the absolute beater of a car that barely has wheels, that barely got me home. Should I bother repairing that, or no? Should I just not bother repairing that? That I'm happy to leave to you guys. It, of course, is very, very, very broken, but in the amount that it is broken, maybe it is not worth repairing either, is my thinking. Because it's totally, totally trashed. I could scrap it and not be upset. I only kept it because I had nowhere to put it. Alright, so I have 5 comfrey on me, I have 4 comfrey there, so I got a bunch of comfrey. I'll need 1 more to make another poultice. Thank you for tuning in to Project Zomboid, which originally aired live on Twitch. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, my countdown timer and schedule can be found at Rhadamant.com. A link to that can be found in the description. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so very much for watching. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, everybody.